What up, y'all? So basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go through like the self-improvement materials. So these are all things that I have personally tried on my like journey or whatever, and just things that I find that are like really useful, and then ones that you really don't even have to try. So let's get straight to it. The first one we have is the sunlight one. So that's just basically just making sure that you staying out in the sun, getting your vitamin D, you know what I'm saying, and exposing yourself to sunlight. I would actually put this in the works for most. That one, me personally, like anytime I'm feeling sick or I'm not really feeling like in a good mood, I'll just go outside and get some sunlight, and then I'll usually feel better. So I would definitely put that in one, and like in the works for most. That one's pretty cool. All right, next we got okay, so this is like time on a plate. So that's like fasting or whatever. Me personally, I don't really fast and all that. I used to like have to fast because I had a stomach condition. So I couldn't eat a lot. I would actually put this one in not worth the effort, especially if you a young dude. It's really no point in not eating. Like if you don't eat, you're not gonna grow. So especially when you're young, like under 25, I feel like just eat as much as you can while still making sure that you're healthy or whatever. So I would put that in not worth the effort. It's really no point. Like you hustling backwards. Okay, next we got sleep. So sleep is a big thing. Again, you only grow when you sleep. That's when your muscles recover. That's when your bones grow. And then on top of that, if you don't have the proper sleep, you're not gonna be as productive. You're not gonna think straight the next day. So I'm gonna put that in works for most. Actually, I'm gonna put that in life changing, because when you have like a good night's rest, it's really nothing you can't do. So that's important. You know what I'm saying? People are saying, oh, I only need 4 hours of sleep a day. Okay, nigga, what you want, a cookie? Like, that's silly. Okay, next we had cold showers. So I actually did a video about this on my channel, about like the benefits of cold showers. I would put this at, it's worth a try. Like, your life not gonna change because you taking cold showers. Like, that's not gonna happen, bro. But if you take cold showers, because I take them like every day I take a cold shower. It's one of those things where it's like, it sucks. And when you do something that sucks, it kind of builds up like that mental fortitude and all that. So I would put that in worth a try. Like, it's no harm in taking a cold shower. There's plenty of benefits. And once you start doing it, you'll just get used to, all right, I'm doing this. It sucks. It is what it is. And you'll just move forward. So I would put that in worth a try. Next, we have eating healthy. Eating healthy is life changing. Like I said, I had a stomach condition. It was pretty bad, but through a healthy diet and all that, I pretty much cured it. You know what I'm saying? It don't really affect me anymore. So I'll put eating healthy and life changing. The reason why you know what I'm saying, most of your health issues, not all of them, of course, but a lot of them or most of them can be fixed by just changing your diet and getting in the right stuff that you probably missing. So I will put that in life changing right there. That's a big one. All right, next we have, this looks like reading. So I used to read a lot when I was a little kid. And then once I got to like high school, I just really stopped reading. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But I started reading a little bit more lately. I would put this in, I would put it in worth a try. I would put it in works for most, but the thing is with reading is it's like, just because you read something, you're not really going to learn it just by reading it once. You really got to read, like, it's better to read one book 100 times than to read 100 books one time, if that makes sense. Because you really want to absorb it and learn it. So I read, but I really just be reading the same books over and over again until it just gets imprinted in my brain. That's what I personally do. But reading is cool though. I'll put it in worth a try, especially like you don't want to be doing no type of reading. You feel me? Okay, so next we have no rocket ship. You feel me? You probably know what this means. But I would put this, honestly, I would put this in worth a try for right now, just because it's like, it's something that, you know what I'm saying, that's what I be doing. But it's like, it's not going to change your whole, actually, nah, I would put that in works for most. I'm thinking about it more, about what I used to do before I did it, and now the type of energy I'm on now that I do that. Actually, I'll put that in works for most, because it's important that you don't consume that type of material and all that. And it's important just to control yourself, you feel me, self-control. That's what that really teaches you. It really teaches you self-control. And without self-control, you're not really going to be able to do most of the things you want to do in life. So I'll put that in works for most. But Again, it's not a cheat code, but it's probably gonna help most people. Next thing we have is dopamine detox. I would put this in, honestly, just because of the age we live in and the way that you constantly gonna be flooded with dopamine and all that, I would probably put this in works for most, honestly. Like, it's not something that you have to do all the time, but you do periodically have to be like, all right, I'm going on I'm shutting everything off. I'm staying off the grid for like maybe a week or whatever. Like, just stay off the grid for a week just so that you can get your own thoughts. Because when you stay on a grid, you're getting so many thoughts thrown at you that aren't even really your thoughts. Like, you would never think about that if you wasn't watching or consuming something. So it's important sometimes to just let your brain kind of reboot itself and start thinking for its own. So I will put that in works for most. It's important to do that sometimes. You don't have to do it like every single day. Like, oh, I can't consume anything. You consume stuff, but take a break sometimes. Next, we have journaling. Journaling, I would honestly put this, and I would put this in works for most. The thing with journaling is it's kind of like, it makes you accountable. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have like an accountability partner, it's good to have a journal, just because now you write down what you need to do, and you read at the end of the day, like, oh, I didn't do this, or I did do this. And then you see right there why you're not where you want to be, because you can just check your journal. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So journalism is important. And also, when you write stuff down, it makes it more real. Like, if you write down, I'm going to get up at 8 a.m. If you write that down, it makes it more real than just thinking it and just saying it. It makes it more real when you write it down. So I would definitely put that right there. Next, we have working out. Honestly, I would put working out. That's definitely life-changing. When you start working out, it just improves every aspect of life. It improves your health. It improves your social. It improves getting friends. It improves getting girls. It really improves everything. Now, can you have a great life without working out? For sure. You know what I'm saying? Life was cool for me before I started working out. But once you start working out, it really just takes everything to a different level, in my opinion. So I would put that definitely in life-changing. Like, everything in life-changing, you're gonna want to be doing that. Next, we have fighting. So fighting, that's just like knowing how to defend yourself, knowing how to fight. I would honestly put that in, I want to put that in life-changing, for real. Not everybody needs to know how to fight, but I'm gonna put it in, I'm probably gonna put that in works for most, just because you really want to know how to fight. Even if you can't fight really well, just taking some boxing classes, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, either one. Like, some people be like, oh, bro, kung fu is trash. It's better than nothing, in my opinion. So just do something. It's just going to help you psychologically and mentally, kind of help regulate your ego and self-humble yourself. That way you don't get in situations where your ego makes you do something stupid just because your ego has never been tested. That's why you have to test your ego constantly. That way it doesn't get out of line, make you do something stupid. So I would put that honestly in life-changing, because your ego can get you killed. So I'll put that in life-changing, honestly. Next, we have no drugs, alcohol, or I think that's like crack or steroids or something, I don't know. But I would put that in, well, I say, look, no drugs, alcohol. I'll put that in worth a try. Like, it's not going to change your life. You could still be successful doing that type of stuff in moderation. But, you know, it's worth a try to take like a detox, take a break, just to reset your tolerance, for one. Because when your tolerance gets too high, you're just going to be taking so much that it could be detrimental. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before, maybe all you needed was 5 shots to get there. Now you need 10 shots. It could start taking a toll on your health. So I would honestly put that in worth a try. That's where I would put that one right there. Next, we have no social media. Yeah, so no social media. Again, I would put this in worth a try. It's good to take that social media break. But at the same time, when you go on social media and you feel bad, you're feeling bad for a reason. The reason why you feel bad when you're on social media is because you comparing yourself to your peers and you realizing that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if anything, take that feeling of, oh, I feel kind of bad, they're doing this, I'm not doing that, and just use it to push you further. There's a reason why you feel that. Like, yeah, life is you versus you, but at the end of the day, it's still a competition. Like you still competing. So it's good to have that healthy feeling of I need to go harder. I need to do more. Now you don't want to start comparing yourself to like I don't compare myself to Drake, right? Like I don't go on Drake's social media. Then he doing all this. He got a private jet. Like that's we on a different level right now. He older. He in a different place in life. But yeah, it's healthy to compare yourself to your peers. But if you're not putting in the work necessary, or if you get overwhelmed with just a feeling of like you not doing what you're supposed to do, then maybe take a break, do what you're supposed to do, and then come back when you're in the right mental state to have that healthy competition that can give you. Okay, next we have no seed. So no seed, that basically just means like, it's basically the rocket ship to a whole different level. Again, this one is a little bit extreme. Like you don't really, it's good to do it every once in a while, but I'm gonna put it in, doesn't work for most. Like there's nothing wrong with releasing your seed as long as you're doing it in the right way. Like if you're doing it in a controlled environment with, you know what I'm saying, with the girl, with the woman or whatever, then there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, it can help you with the discipline. But in my experience, the main discipline, one that will help you is just the rocket ship. Like if you just focus on not doing that, it's nothing wrong with getting the fruits of your labor. Like you putting in work to get the girls and all that. So you might as well take advantage. Next we have this is like meditation. Honestly, I would put meditation in life changing. I would put it in life changing just because when you meditate and you start controlling your thoughts more, and you just ground yourself and focus more, it's gonna be to where you don't easily get distracted, and you can kind of live more in the moment. Like you are able to kind of like, instead of constantly being bombarded with different thoughts, you're able to just have one streamline of consciousness and completely focus on what's the task at hand. So I would definitely put meditation right there just for the focus benefit. Next we have like a brotherhood camaraderie thing. I would honestly put this in, I would put that in works for most, because some people, y'all are really like actual like lone wolves. Like some of y'all can't work with other people, which is actually going to be a downfall. It's not a good thing. You want to be able to work with other people, because if you want to go fast, you know what I'm saying, you could go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to go in the pack. You feel me? Because you're going to need somebody maybe to help carry you when you down, and then you help carry them when they down. Or maybe they have a solution for a problem. You can bounce it off of them, stuff like that. So I would put brotherhood in works for most. It could be life-changing for most people, but for some people, they really just can't work with other people. It is what it is. Next, we have females or, girls. I would put that in, works for most, honestly. You want to be able to get girls just because it's just going to help your mental health, honestly. And then it's just going to I feel like it's a little bit unhealthy to not have any female interactions. You don't want to go too long, in my opinion, unless you just are trying to be some type of animal, unless you want to go in that type of mode. But if you just want to have a regular productive life, I think it could be healthy for you. That way you don't get in the area where you just are a complete savage on edge, unless that's where you want to be. If you want to go that route, then by all means. That's why I didn't put it in life-changing, because some people want to just be monks. They want to be complete savages, so I respect that. And then next we have being a go-getter. Being a go-getter, that's life-changing. You're not going to get anywhere in life if you're not a go-getter. That's just a straight fact. Because if you're not a go-getter, it's like, bro, it's too many things pulling you back for you not to be a go-getter and still expect to make it. And it's too many other go-getters out there. So I don't care if it's in sports, if it's in school, if it's in business, if it's with anything, you got to be a go-getter. Because the person next to you on your left, on your right, they probably are go-getters. So they're going to get it before you. And on top of that, once you're a go-getter, all this other stuff kind of falls into place. If you're a go-getter, you're not going to spend too much time on social media. You're not going to be rocking out the rocket ship. You're going to naturally find other people who have similar interests. You're going to form a brotherhood. You're probably going to want to work out regardless, because you're going to be like, yeah, I need to improve. You're going to work out. You're going to make sure you eat healthy. Like, a lot of this stuff will kind of fall into place if you just a go-getter and you get that type of mentality. But that's really just a mentality shift. Like, being a go-getter, just realizing this is life. This is what I got to do, and not more to it. But that's pretty much it for this little quick video. It's just like a self-improvement tier list or whatever that I just wanted to whip up and show y'all. If y'all appreciate the video, if it was entertaining or educating in any way, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe and all that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Ray Flex.